If you're having problems getting shit done or pushing into the hard parts of your life, I got a simple solution that you can train just like a muscle today. What's up, team? It's Dave, your head coach at PSYFI Performance Psychology. We help high performers like you with 2-minute tools. So this is one of my favorite sci-fi isms. It's called focus is a muscle. Focus is a muscle. And what is this all about? Most of us go through our life focusing on what we can't control. We also focus on the negative things in our life. Why? Because this is how our evolutionary systems have been built. If we go back to our caveman days and we come out of our caves at 200,000 years ago, if we don't realize that the water that we're getting, the stream that we're getting our water from is drying up, we're gonna die of dehydration. If we don't realize that the tree that we're getting our fruit from is withering away, we're gonna die of starvation. And if we don't notice that thing moving on the horizon is a saber-toothed tiger and not a tumbleweed, we're gonna be lunch. So what have our brains done? Our brains have been focusing on the negative stuff in our lives, all the threats, for 200,000 years. This is embedded in our DNA. You cannot overcome it just like that. It takes training. This is why it's so easy for us to sit there and go, all the things in my life that I don't like, here they are. All the things that I'm not happy about, here they are. It's so easy for us to do this, and it's so hard to remember the things that are great in our life, the things that we do appreciate. We talk about this and celebrate the wins as well, but the thing I want you to think about is that this focus that you have is actually a muscle. What you're focusing on, the things that you can't control and the things that are negative, are actually a muscle that you've developed and our ancestors have developed over 200,000 years. So what do we got to do? We got to retrain that focus muscle. And the only way to do this is every single day taking a rep, flexing the arm, flexing that muscle, because our brain is just like our muscles. We can train it, and the more we use it, the better it gets. But most of us, historically speaking and evolutionary speaking, focus on the negatives, focus on what we can't control. And then we wonder why that's what we see more. This is our reticular activating system at doing what it's supposed to do. Our reticular activating system is set of neural pathways that runs down the front of our spine, from literally connecting our brain to our gut. And what does that thing do? It's a homing device. It goes out and finds what we tell it to. So if I'm sitting here waking up in the morning about how bad my life sucks, my RAS goes, no problem, David, I will find all the ways that your life sucks, and all of a sudden I'm having a horrible day. But if I wake up and ask it, hey, what are all the ways that my life is amazing, or my life is so amazing? My RAS goes, cool, awesome. I'm gonna find all the ways your life is amazing, David. Our RAS is a slave. It doesn't care what we ask it. It only does what we want it to do. So if we're training that focus muscle over and over again, it's going to focus more on the positive things, not on the negative. The things we can control, not the things we can't control. Another way to think about it is this. If I go to the gym and I'm constantly training this muscle over and over and over again, and I'm barely training this muscle, which one's going to get bigger? It's obvious that this one's going to get bigger and stronger. Well, we're going through our days flexing that focus muscle on the negatives, on the things we can't control, on the things that piss us off, on the things we don't like about that person. And what ends up happening is that muscle gets huge and this poor muscle gets atrophied. So the goal is to train your focus like a muscle. Make sure you're going out there and focusing on things you can control, focusing on things that you're grateful for, focusing on things that you like about your life, the positives, and you're gonna be blown away how that focus muscle develops over time. Now remember, just like a muscle, it does take time. So you gotta be patient with this. How do we do this? Use the power of 1%. 1% growth, a couple more reps on this arm, not on this arm, and watch that focus change nearly like that. Team, if you found this helpful, send it out to another high performer because they need to train their focus muscle just as well. Also, make sure you give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss any other 2-minute tools that help you live your high performing life.